Dr. Yves Evenou and Simone Deschamps. Twice divorced Yves Evenou had the good fortune to find his third wife in the strikingly beautiful and young Marie-Claire. But though she was undoubtedly stunning, she could not satisfy his cravings for perverted sex games. For that he turned to an older, plain woman. And when his desire for both waned, he formed a plan to get rid of them in one disgusting act. What Simone Deschamps lacked in looks, she more than made up with a zealous participation in sexual masochism, i.e. sexual humiliation. Almost as soon as she came into his surgery one day in mid-1950s Paris, Dr. Yves Evenou realized that she was a woman with whom he could explore his secret dark lusts. Before long, he had moved his sex partner into the flat below, the one he shared with his wife, Marie-Claire. It was a perfect arrangement for Evenou. A loving, respectable and beautiful wife in one flat, and a subservient mistress willing to satisfy all his perverted desires in the flat below. Evenou even told a friend, "She may not be beautiful, but she knows how to love." A willing conspirator in the duping of Marie-Claire, Simone even made herself useful to her lover's wife, helping her with chores around the house that were too heavy for the sickly doctor's wife. But as Simone and Evenou pushed their sexual boundaries to the limit, so the doctor grew ever more tired of his wife and his lover too, and began plotting to get rid of them both in one foul swoop. To a twisted and sadist mind such as his, the plan he hatched must have had an elegant simplicity. He would incite Simone to kill Marie-Claire, and then inform on her to the police. The plan also had the merit of providing one last, horribly depraved sexual thrill. Evenou warmed his lover up to the idea slowly. One night he told her, "My first two wives left me of their own accord, but this one sticks like mustard plaster." Still hypnotized by their diabolic doctor, and still possessed by her passion for the only man in her lonely life, she asked, "Can I do more to prove my love?" "Yes," he replied, "you can kill my poor wife." After a day or two, he announced, "I feel that I should kill her, or maybe that you should do it for me." By the following day, after 6 glasses of port, the doctor appeared to make his mind up. "We must kill her," he told Simone. Without a word, she rose from her chair, went to the local hardware store and bought a knife. That evening, the 31st of May, 1957, Marie-Claire complained of a toothache and her husband suggested a sleeping pill to ease the pain. As soon as she was asleep, Evenou rang the apartment below and Simone arrived within moments, naked except for a black coat and shoes. Together, they silently crept into his wife's bedroom, where Simone, once beside the bed, allowed her cloak to fall from her bare shoulders. Then Evenou gently uncovered his wife's breast and said, "Strike here." Simone obeyed. Marie-Claire woke in a shock as the knife plunged into her body and cried out, "Simone!" and then said, "No, no!" But Evenou held her in his arms and whispered, There, everything's all right." Befuddled with drugs and not yet feeling any pain, Marie-Claire relaxed, and Simone struck her again and again, 11 times in all. Then the lovers kissed. When it was over, Simone went to the bathroom to wash her hands, and Yves Evenou slipped out of the door. A few minutes later, he arrived at the police station and told them that Simone Deschamps had murdered his wife. What may have been an elegant plot to Evenou's mind didn't stand up to police investigations and questions. He was arrested alongside his sadomasochistic lover, but escaped trial by dying of pneumonia in February 1958 before the case could be heard. For her part in the murder, however, Simone Deschamps received a life sentence.